DJs. A lot of them did get a little bit wanky once they got halfway famous, you know. Not all of them. Take JK or Slipmat or Groove Rider or Fabio, for example. They're all brilliant geezers, massively popular DJs. And neither of these guys turned into J-Lo as soon as they got a few fans. I could say the same for about 20 other DJs and MCs. And unfortunately, all the other fuckers were just cuts, and it was all about them and what they could get, you know. If you think about how many were in circulation, that's a lot of cuts. In the early days, right at the beginning, they'd be getting £50 or £100 an hour, which isn't bad when you consider what a teacher's average hourly rate is. 10 years on is about a third of that. Now talk about inflation. Tell me if this isn't ridiculous. After a few years, some of the boys were asking for more like 1,000 to 1,500 an hour. I mean, how does that work? Now, some of them are on like 20 grand and 50 grand. It was all just like made up as they went along, you know. Once they started demanding more money, you had to pay. Otherwise, you couldn't book them, you know. They could basically hold you a ransom, and they knew it. Instead of doing 20 bookings a week, they do 5 and put their price up. When they realised people would still pay, the DJs thought, fuck it, I'll still do 20 at the same higher rate. And it got worse. After they pulled their prices up, then they started wanting money for the tapes that we sold as well. I mean, we were doing them a favour by selling the tapes in the first place, because it was a promotional tool for all concerned, as we always had an advert for our next event on the back of the pack. They were a really good safety net. As I've said, if we didn't have a good night, maybe lost 5 grand or something, the tapes would make that money back and allow us to carry on. There were a few, like Goldie and Adam F, who got really arsey about being recorded. I mean, for fuck's sake, they were paid a couple of grand an hour. For that kind of dough, I'll run a tape, thanks, especially while you're standing there drinking my champagne all night. I told them if it was a problem, off and don't come back. Goldie was right about it in the end, but this Adam F geezer took it too far. He actually phoned my mum and had a go at her one day. And when I heard my mum say, don't speak to me like that, I grabbed the receiver off him. I will smash your face in for that, you little... This is how it is. I taped you out to her. If you don't like it, you, I won't book you again. He said fine. I said fine. And I put his name on the flyer just to piss him off. We're like good mates now, though, so that was just a minor blip in the road. Another DJ was Mickey Finn, the only DJ I ever come very close to having a fight with. This idiot didn't want to be recorded unless there was more money up front. Out of all the difficult ones I remember, he was top of the list. There were so many other DJs bigger than him, and he was acting like he was like some sort of superstar. It started getting childish, and a scrap was inevitable. It was all like petty attitudes and childish sulking with, I won't play for you anymore if you ever questioned them. A few of them tried that approach, so I told them to off, you know, like with Adam F. I'd always put their name on the flyer just to rattle their cage and wait for them to say something so I could show them what a bad attitude really sounded like.